Grace and peace be with you. Good morning. Nice to see you this morning. In our story today, Jesus and some of his friends were in the big temple church or in the synagogue. And they were watching, and some people were coming in and making offerings to God. We had this rich man. He came in. Boy, he put in a great big check. He put that in the offering plate for God. And then after he left, another rich man came in. Boy, look at he put in. He put in lots of money in the offering plate. That would be a lot, wouldn't it? Well, then after he left, another man came in. Another, you can tell he's a rich man too. He came in too. And he brought this big box of gold coins and he put that in the offering plate. And then he left. And then a little while later, an older lady came in. And she was old and she was a widow, meaning her husband had died and she didn't have much money. She didn't have anything. She reached in her pocket and she got out what she had. Listen. She dropped in 2 pennies. Now, when the rich man had dropped theirs in, the disciples and Jesus' friends said, boy, God can do a lot with that money. But look, the woman only put in 2 pennies. But Jesus said, that woman put in the most. And the disciples, what? She put in 2 pennies. Look at this guy put in gold and we had money and we had a big fat check. She only put in these 2 pennies. But Jesus said, that woman, that's all she had. She gave everything she had to God. She has nothing left to buy food or anything else. She gave it all. These other men, they bought everything they wanted and they've had plenty left over, and that's what they gave to God. They gave that was left over. But she gave everything she had. And before she left, the woman bowed her head and she said a prayer. What do you think? What kind of prayer do you think that she said to God? So that's our story today about the widow's offering. Now, if you come into church today, I've got a paper. It said, in God's eyes, no gift is too small. And after, if you want to decorate that, then we can take some pennies and we'll make a rubbing, which means we run a crayon over the top of the penny that we put behind the paper. And we can make a rubbing of some pennies on here to show that even pennies are important to God. Let's say a prayer. Dear God, help us to reach out to others who need our help. Help us to give from the heart, like this woman did. Whether we are giving food, money, or a hug, thank you for the love and care that you give to all of us. Amen. Well, I hope to see you this morning, and if I don't, have a good week, and possibly we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming.